Hey guys, just a quick video from me this week. No bells or whistles or anything like that. I'm actually just gonna film it with my iPhone. But yeah, my wife and kids, they've gone away for the weekend, so I'm kind of been left to my own devices. So I thought I'd just go for a little sort of walk slash hike in the woods with my large format camera. I've got a box of T-max 400s that's been sitting in my little film fridge for a while that I haven't had a chance to shoot. So yeah, I've just loaded them all up. I've got 5 film holders, so they hold 2 sheets each, and obviously you get 10 sheets in this box of Kodak black and white film. So I've loaded all the sheets up. I'm not necessarily going to shoot it all, but I just thought I'll have it all just in case I get carried away. And yeah, just going to quickly go for a drive to my local woods, have a little walkabout, take some pictures of trees and boring stuff like that, just to see how the film renders and see what it looks like. And yeah, I'll show you the results. So I'm just looking for some spots, and I've just stumbled across someone's put these like weird Blair Witchy kind of style sticks dangling around. Obviously it's almost Halloween, so I guess someone's just messing about, but yeah, they definitely look like they're something out of the Blair Witch or something. Someone's left a candle burning in the woods, which is obviously I don't know, not great. Like, it's surrounded by all these leaves and stuff. You don't want to be starting forest fires, and it's black, so I want to blow that out because that is dangerous. So I've just found all these sort of like fallen branches and logs and stuff, which I thought was some like cool texture, which would look good on black and white. So what I've done is I've just set up my camera there behind me. I'm going to shoot it at probably like one... What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Like, what the actual fuck? I've watched the video back like 5 times now. There was definitely someone there, and I walked down the corner, I've looked all around, there's like literally no one here. I think I'm just gonna pack up and go home because I'm like proper wigged out now. What the fuck? So, firstly, I just want to apologise for my terrible acting there. That was kind of like a last minute addition, like that whole bit of me walking around the woods and stuff wasn't planned initially. Like, I actually just come up with the idea the day before because I'd made these like Blair Witch kind of style stick figures, and I thought it might be a good idea to get some sort of Blair Witch style, you know, like shaky cam, shitty footage to go with it. So just kind of last minute on the day, just literally just made it up like as we were going, and yeah, I think it kind of worked. But yeah, I think the photos came out okay. I shot the T-max 400 at 800, so I had to push it a stop in development just because it was very dark in the woods. and even at 800, like a lot of the photos were taken at like 1/15 or even 1/10 of a second, so I was really worried that they were going to be blurry, but you know, they came out okay. I developed all the sheets in Ilfocell free, and I've had this problem in the past shooting Kodak films and then developing using Ilfocell free. I seem to get this sort of weird, almost like ghosting on the negatives, so it gives it this like kind of faded look, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Someone said to me in the past that it's something to do with the fixer, and maybe to leave the fixer on for like an extra couple of minutes, because I just leave it on for 3 minutes and that might fix it. But maybe I'll try that going forward, so I don't really know. That's kind of why I just predominantly stick to shooting Ilford films, because the main developer I do use is Ilfocell free, and yeah, it works really well with all Ilford films. Of course, they come out really clean, really sharp, so to be honest with you, I'll probably just stick to shooting sort of like FP4, HP5 and stuff like that going forwards. So I filmed it on my Fujifilm X-T4. I had a lot of fun filming it and trying to mess about with different angles and stuff like that. And I just filmed it using an in-camera profile, the A-Cross black and white profile. I did no editing to the footage whatsoever. That is all straight out of camera. And then I also took some digital photos at the same time. So I shot some JPEGs with my Fujifilm X100V, and I had the WCL wide angle conversion lens on that as well, so it gave me like kind of a wider field of view. Yeah, I've been enjoying using the Fuji X100V recently and just shooting JPEGs. It takes away that stress of then having to load them up and edit them afterwards. You know, like I think kind of like the joy of shooting films sometimes, especially 35mm, is that you send them off to the lab, they send them back, and often you just keep them as they are. You won't, you know, tinker with them or edit them or anything like that. So it's kind of like, I shot the film, you pick that film stock or the colour or black and white or whatever for what look you want, and then you're kind of done and dusted. And shooting, you know, Fuji, they're renowned for having their great film simulations, and I think not enough people take advantage of these film simulations, because it is kind of just like shooting film. You know, you pick what simulation you want, like picking what film you want, and then just shoot JPEG and they're kind of good to go straight away. So takes away that stress of having to do anything to it afterwards, which is cool. I usually tend to just shoot on my digital in black and white these days, because that's what I'm favouring in terms of shooting film as well. So with the Fuji, I use their A-Cross film simulation, and I used the A-Cross G. So G stands for green filter, so it's like having a green filter on your camera, which essentially just brightens the greens and darkens oranges, so it's good for kind of darkening skin tones and stuff like that. And usually I just put on like a weak grain setting or something like that, so it looks almost kind of like, you know, black and white film. I also shot some instant film with a large format camera. So I don't know if you've heard of the Lomo Graph-Lock made by the company Lomography. So basically it's an instant film back that you can put on your large format 4x5 camera. In my last video I mentioned that the marketing manager of Lomography UK sometimes sends me some films and stuff to test out. She watched the last video and said, oh, actually I've got this, do you want to, you know, test it out, send it to you for a loan, or you can give it a go and make a video? And I was like, yep, of course, I'd love to test it out and see what it's like. So thanks Hannah for sending that. But yeah, so I took a couple of photos, not too many, just to kind of see what results I was getting from it. And it's just really cool. It's cool having that sort of instant gratification of a photo. Like obviously it's not the best quality, it's not the sharpest image, but it's nice if you want to like test out some lighting or test out some colors and kind of see what you're getting. So I'm going to take that out again. Obviously, again, in my last video I mentioned about going out and shooting some portraits on large format, and I asked, you know, I did a poll on my Instagram stories and I asked you guys to comment, would you rather me take some pictures of some strangers or a model? And it was pretty unanimous, to be honest with you. Everyone has said strangers. So kids are off from school next week because it's half term in the UK, but the week after, I promise you I'm going to go out with a 4x5 camera, just walk around with it, potentially just along Southend seafront again, because that's kind of my comfort zone after, you know, doing the Southend project for 4 months and walking up and down and asking people for photos. So I'll just do that with large format, and I'm going to shoot some Ilford, some Delta 100 film, and I'll probably take the Lomo Graph-Lock and shoot some instant film as well, so I can give them straight to the people who are, you know, stopping and let me take their picture. So yeah, that'll be in a couple of weeks. But that's pretty much it for this one. Yeah, let me know what you thought of the video and the photos. I had fun sort of making it and piecing it together. I actually had planned this kind of Witch in the Woods shoot a couple of years ago, but obviously due to COVID we just couldn't get around to doing it. So yeah, always a pleasure working with Sophie Daly. Thanks again for helping, Soph. And yeah, had fun making it. Let me know what you think. Hopefully see you guys in the next one. So I found all these sort of like fallen trees and dead branches and stuff like that. It's a lot of nice texture in there that I thought might be good to get a good sort of like, fuck it, wait. Right, okay, so I've watched a video back. Nope. Okay, so I swear to God there was someone in... No, I can't do it, right.